Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet the international referees for the match. The first referee from Puerto Rico, Jose Guzman. And the second referee from Canada, Nick Hughes. Volleyball fans, it's time to meet the starting lineups, and we're kicking things off with Team Mexico.
Welcome everyone inside the West Gym here at Simon Fraser University. We are just about to get underway here in the second semifinal of the 2026 NORCECA U19 Boys Continental Championship in Burnaby, British Columbia, Canada. We have United States of America versus Mexico, the winner, to face Canada in tomorrow's final. The loser of this game will play Costa Rica for third place. Mexico will be in white and black. The United States will be in navy blue. And we are about set to get underway here. Mexico with the opening serve. And the first serve for Mexico, a near sideline, and Amani loops the ball over, and the Mexicans will send a free ball back over to the USA. Over to the far side, the attack is blocked. And the first point going to Mexico. Daniel Horniak, his attack unsuccessful, and Mexico goes ahead 1-0. That is the starting setter, Cruz, with the set, and back the other way goes the ball for the USA. They get the point. Wilson Wong here with you. Thank you for joining us here on CBC Sports and on the Volleyball Canada YouTube channel. Cruz to the near side, Romero. Cruz again, this time Preciado goes off the block. So another point for Mexico. And you hear them in the background, the Mexican fans, small contingent, but very, very loud here all week. And certainly making lots of friends with the other spectators in this crowd. Wallen, the set, and then the huge, huge kill there for the USA. Horniak, the outside hitter from San Diego, getting the USA on even terms. Wallen, the setter, who is verbally committed to Stanford. And Mexico back in front, 3-2, as the kill comes from Armendariz, wearing number 11. Now Ramirez, middle. And for the USA, they certainly have the size advantage. Very tall team here. There's another big kill attempt. Saved by Mexico for now. Horniak off the blocks, and that will fall in front of the Mexican player, Romero. Horniak will serve. Armendariz with the bump after getting the reception. Back the other way, the swing coming from the USA. Thistlethwaite getting the kill. USA 4, Mexico 3. Early in this second semifinal. Horniak, an ace! As the ball drops in front of Acosta. (5-3). USA ahead of Mexico. See what Horniak can do there. He drops the ball into the net, so Mexico back within one, 5-4. The USA dominant in its 3 victories in the group stages, 3-0 in each of its 3 matches, winning their group and then getting the automatic berth into the semifinal here tonight. Wallen out to the far side, and it's another big kill, this time from Crestfield. Benabrook wearing number 7 for the Americans with his team up 6-4. With the serve, that will float out the back. Mexico staying within one. Armendariz for the team in white and black. Wallen out to another kill. Also called a player on the net for Mexico. Thistlethwaite wearing number 17 in navy. High toss, strong serve, but too much on it as it goes long. Mexico down 7-6. Romero looking at the serve. Short toss. Set out the middle, and it's a kill from Horniak. Crestfield with the serve. Now Mexico's Romero trying to go off the blocks. Saved by Coppage. Now the other way, the kill. Attempt from Thistlethwaite. Blocked back by Mexico, but this time the USA getting the advantage at the net and making it 9-6. Horniak at the net on the far side. Crestfield. Cruz, Preciado, point Mexico. Cruz, Crestfield. Wallen set out to the outside, and it's another kill for Horniak. The USA looking to build a bit of a gap here between them and the Mexican squad. Mani just over the net. Saved by Ramirez, as now Romero. Crestfield with the dig, and then now the attack off the top of the net and out. Mexico made this semi-final by winning a quarterfinal over Puerto Rico 3-0. Finished second in their group to Canada. Hoping to meet the Canadians again tomorrow in the championship final. It will be a tough task here as Thistlethwaite getting the kill. And USA getting some pretty clear attack attempts here with their height advantage. Chase Wallen, the setter. Saved by Romero. Acosta outside to Preciado. Another attempt here for Mexico. It's Armendariz, and USA can't save the ball. Mexico getting the point 11-9. It's Armendariz is able to hit over the blockers and still get the ball to drop inside the court. Ramirez. Now for the USA, the attack from Horniak. Bump set Armendariz from way back in the court. Short middle attack by the USA, and the Mexican team cannot save it. The kill going to Benebrook. Horniak now back to the service line. Mexico on the attack. Preciado trying to get the ball down, but he hits that one out of play. 13-9, USA in front. Horniak. Ready to serve. Into the net, Mexico inching closer. And we see the iPad coming off the referee's tower there. I believe that's the third time in 4 matches today that's happened. That will give Preciado a bit of time to gather himself. A couple of bounces of the ball. And he is set to go for Team Mexico. Horniak near over bump, and somehow the USA still able to win that point. Benebrook with the tip at the line. And now Benebrook with his team up 14-10 at the service line. Armendariz at the back. Wallen with the dig. Set out to to Thistlethwaite. Armendariz another opportunity, this time the dig for Benebrook. Out to Crutchfield, and he gets the ball to drop finally. So Trace Crestfield from Oak Park, Illinois, the outside hitter, getting the point. Benebrook will continue his time at the service line. Cruz behind him, Preciado. Ball bouncing and finally sent back over. This time it's Amani with the very clear kill. No chance there for the Mexican team, the USA, forcing a timeout by Team Mexico. Their coaching staff led by Jose Eduardo Milan Lanz and assisted by Eric Eduardo Hernandez Guerrero. The USA coaching staff is headed by Andy Reid of the men's national team. The 2 assistants are Spencer Wickens from the University of Minnesota and Leandro Visoto Neves from the Brazilian national team and the University of Miami. And some crowd interaction here with our in-game host, Ali, and the Mexican fans louder than the American fans so far, despite the 6-point USA lead. Benebrook. Cruz now with the Mexican set, and the ball off the blocks, out of bounds. Amani and Crestfield got their hands on the ball. I think they're just laughing about how they didn't actually get that point somehow. But Mexico will take it. Armin Duriz. Kopic with the reception, and the ball set up for Amani, and he makes no mistake that time. USA comfortably in front, 17-11. So Thistlethwaite, the toss. Acosta, the dig. And the ball off the blocks, the kill going to Romero. Now Ramirez will come back on the floor. Acosta goes off. That's going to be an ace for Mexico. It's Amparan wearing number 16. He's one of the more animated players on this Mexican roster. Fans getting into it with that ace. Amparan looking for another one here. This time, though, he hits the net. 18-13, the USA in front. Acosta back in as the libero. Cressfield for the USA. Oh, he hits the net. It goes into the air and then drops back down on the USA side of the floor. Point for Mexico. Cruz, the setter, wearing 19 for Team Mexico. Rolls it for Horniak. Wallen, back to Horniak, leaning back and is able to get the ball down in front of Cruz. Tullis in as a service substitution. The libero from Louisiana. Set up for Romero. Ball into the air. Wallen. Cressfield. Dug up by Mexico. Wallen will try again. Cressfield again off the blocks. So Cruz. Armin Duriz, and then to the outside. It's Preciado with the kill. Mexico with great defense and able to turn it into a point. Still trailing 15, pardon me. Mexico down by 4. Romero. As the crowd quiets down. Romero with the toss. That's going to go long. The US 20, Mexico 15. Armin Duriz off the blocks. Cressfield with the dig. Wallen with the bump set. Horniak cross court, and Acosta can't get the ball to stay in play. (21-15) USA. Wallen. Bump set from Cruz. Armin Duriz. That's going to be long. That will mean a timeout here from the Mexican coaching staff. The USA in front 22-15. You're watching live coverage of the NORCECA U19 Boys Continental Championships live from the West Gym here at Simon Fraser University in Burnaby, British Columbia, Canada. Of course, some of our American viewers might have heard of SFU, as the Red Leafs program has been a member historically of the NAIA, and then of course most recently a member of the NCAA Division II. And the West Gym is home to a very, very successful women's volleyball program under head coach Gina Schmidt. Co-champions of the Great Northwest Athletic Conference this past season as Wallen restarts play for the USA. Cruz back set. And that is going to be an attack off the antenna. Actually, let me correct myself. That is going to be an attack off the block and then off the antenna. Mexico will serve. So Anzua subbing in and serving. Coppage with the reception. And now Preciado has to try to tip the ball over, and it will be a point for the USA as Horniak was able to get the last touch on that block. Not quite the precise set it needed to be from Cruz. Horniak with the serve. Preciado will try his hand at a kill again, and the USA saying no way on that side. It is Crestfield and Bennebrook with the block. And with that monster block, as the USA is at set point 24-16 against Mexico. Horniak dug up by Romero. Cruz back to Romero, and a big kill for Mexico's number 18. Romero now with 4 kills in this one. Oh, for the Mexicans, though, they can't continue that momentum. Preciado hits the serve into the net. That ends the first set. The USA 25, Mexico 17. Two teams looking to book a spot into tomorrow's championship final against the host team, Canada. And after the first set, the USA has the upper hand. We will take a short break here and come back with second set action live at the U19 NORCECA Boys Continental Championships here at the West Gym in Burnaby. Welcome back to the West Gym in Burnaby, British Columbia, Canada, and live coverage of the U19 NORCECA Boys Continental Championships here on CBC Sports and on the Volleyball Canada YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us here for this second semifinal between the United States and Mexico. I'm Wilson Wong here with the commentary, and Mike Parolini is in the production cage down below the rafters here inside the West Gym. The USA ahead 1-0 after a victory in the opener. Some stats for you in that 25-17 USA victory. 16 kills to 9. Advantage for USA, 2-1 in blocks and 1 ace each, but 5 errors on the serve for the USA. Play underway as Horniak goes with the off speed. Mexico still with an opportunity. Preciado off the blocks. Now dug up by Thistlethwaite and then sent over by Crutchfield. And Romero bumps the ball over. A free ball for the USA. And it's going to be the USA making the error of, looks like a player on the net. Cruz with the serve. And Amani gets the tip over the 2 blockers. Point for the USA. We're tied at 1. And just in that opening set, Horniak had 8 points and Preciado had 5, the leaders for the 2 teams. And Romero getting another point on the scoreboard. That's his 4th with the kill. And now at the line, to the back line, the reception by Coppage and then the kill by Crestfield. Chase Wallen, the setter. Float serve. And a quick middle attack, and it goes down right at the back of the line. Mexico ahead, 3 points to 2. Crestfield bumps up by Wallen. Horniak goes long. Mexico with a bit of momentum and the fans looking to encourage their team. Ramirez with the serve and a big swing there by Benebrook, but he hits it into the net. Mexico 5, USA 2. USA has not really been challenged for an extended period of time here at this tournament so far. Horniak responds for this US team as he knocks down that kill. US beat Panama 19-9 and 11. They beat the Dominican Republic 17-7 and 8. As that serve comes in from Horniak. Sent back by Mexico, and it's Amparan making it 6-3. The U.S. defeated Puerto Rico, and that match was closer, 25-13, 25-20, and 25-15. So they haven't lost a set yet as they move into this semifinal. Coppage, Wallen, and this time Benebrook makes no mistake with the swing, and the attack goes down for a point. Now to the line for a serve. Acosta, Cruz. And it's going to be an easy two-handed dunk there as Gonzalez tried to bump the ball over. USA within one. Bennebrook. Oh, hits the net. Got the top of the tape. Oscar Gonzalez with the toss. Here comes the serve. Coppage over the net, and then we'll bump the ball over on the free ball. Cruz down the middle, and it's a big block by Amani and Crestfield. Thistlethwaite to serve for the USA. Team down 7-6. Now 8-6. Another error on the serve for the USA. That is now 7 service errors in this contest. Coppage with the service receive. Now set to Crestfield. And he goes over the blocks, off the blocks of Ramirez and Cruz. Game remains close. Crestfield with the serve. Set at the net by Cruz. Romero with the attack. USA looking to send the ball over. Thistlethwaite. Now Romero pushes the ball over with 2 hands. Amani with a bump set. Horniak with the attack. Romero again off the blocks. Acosta bumping and saving the play. Free ball though for the USA. Crestfield tips it over. Cruz with the bump set from Gonzalez. The attack is going to be out. Romero gets the point. And the Mexican players turning towards the loud fans and encouraging them to make even more noise here. They've had lots to cheer about in this set. But win or lose, this Mexican contingent has been amazing this whole week in Burnaby. Wallen finds Horniak. No pancake save there as it goes onto the floor for the kill. Amani. Set to deliver. That ball floats long. Mexico ahead by 2. Romero. Horniak. Oh, looked like he didn't quite handle that for an ace of Mexico. But now the U.S. has a chance for the attack. And the ball out of bounds. Thistlethwaite getting the kill. Mexico wanting the call on the initial serve receive and the attempted second touch. Mexico instead will face another USA serve. Cruz. And Gonzalez off the blocks again. So Mexico staying consistent. Getting the side out, not letting the USA jump ahead here. Ramirez. Floats it into Coppage. Wallen. And then now the ball going out on the spike from Bennebrook. Ramirez with a serve. Coppage again. Wallen. Horniak. And he is very effective on that far side. It will be hard to get blockers out to get in the way of his attacks as he will go to the service line. Team down 10-12. And then now delivers an ace that just falls in front of Acosta. Horniak again. Mexico still delivering an attack there. Coppage with a dig. Wallen. Horniak again, and Acosta cannot dig the ball. We are tied at 12. USA and Mexico splitting the first 24 points of this one. Horniak looking to give the Americans the lead here. Cruz setting to the near side. Gonzalez off the blocks. Looks like we're going to get some subs. Velez wearing number 2 for Mexico, and Rodriguez Gutierrez wearing number 12. As Rodriguez right now with the serve, the lefty serve. Coppage, Wallen. Near side, Thistlethwaite, the attack ball dug back over the net. This time Thistlethwaite gets the ball down, and it's a point for the USA. Romero, big kill. (14-13). USA still hasn't been able to establish its lead, one that it built pretty easily in the first set, which they won to go ahead 1-0. Wallen, Amani, quick attack and no chance for Acosta. Thistlethwaite wearing number 17 for the USA. There's a chance to give his team the lead. Goes off the top of the net. Acosta diving dig. Set to Romero. Coppage able to bring that ball back up. Crestfield rolls the ball over the net. Rodriguez. Romero. Big kill for Mexico again. That is going to be Amperan with the big serve. And the USA handled that pretty easily, and that sets up Thistlethwaite with the kill. Acosta back on the floor. Trace Crestfield for the USA. Middle attack, Thistlethwaite bumps the ball over. Another attack here. Romero finds the floor. Looked like the USA wanted the call to be out, but it's a cross-court kill. Mexico 16, USA 15. Cruz, the setter. Crestfield with the dig set up to Horniak off the blocks for the point. Tullis back for the Americans. He's going to have a chance at the service line. The jump float, Acosta. Good first pass. It's going to be Romero trying to tip the ball over. Second opportunity here for him on the attack. Off the blocks, nice save by Thistlethwaite. Mexico again, this time the middle shot saved by Crestfield. Wallen will roll the ball over. Cruz, the bump set. Romero over the blocks. The USA still saving the ball, keeping the ball in play. Back set, cross court, attempt, Thistlethwaite with the dig. Horniak can't get that ball to drop. Now Romero off the blocks. Finally, Mexico wins the point on another great rally. Romero now 8 points in this one. Comes the serve, Coppage. Wallen. Thistlethwaite. That's a great response from the Americans. Another side out. 17 all. Of course, point number 17 coming from the USA's number 17. Wallen off the top of the net. Nice dig by Cruz. Acosta. Gonzalez off the block. Wallen. Horniak over the blockers. Bump set from Romero. Saved by Coppage. Horniak. Cruz. That's a kill for Preciado off the blocks. And Romero doing some good work setting the ball on that sequence. Kraftsov will spell off Thistlethwaite. Kraftsov, a verbal commit to the University of California at San Diego. Will have a future as a Triton as Coppage takes that serve. And Crestfield, all sorts of time, and he makes no mistake. And the song they play is Here Comes the Boom, and that was, oh wow, they have changed the call. The point going to Mexico. So with that decision, the Mexican team is up 19-17. Crestfield, Wallen, Horniak. That silences the Mexican crowd for a little bit here. Horniak with the serve. Cruz. And somehow dug up by the USA on that attack. Acosta. Cruz. Gonzalez off the blocks. Acosta off the top of the net. Wallen. Kraftsov off the blocks. Wow, great play there from both teams. But it is the USA squad getting the point. 19-19. Acosta with an amazing dig save that he knocked off the top of the net. Horniak. The call is out. The Mexican fans celebrating there, some of them wearing the luchador masks, at least two fans wearing sombreros. Preciado with the serve, and the middle kill coming from Benebrook. They split the first 40 points evenly in this one. 20-20 in set two. Benebrook. Reception from Acosta. Back set for Preciado. Off the blocks and out. Point for Mexico. We'll see if Mexico can hold off this American team. Gonzalez with a serve, Coppage diving, and Coppage will have to bump the ball over. It will go out. Confusion between Coppage and several of the other American players, including Wallen, and that will lead to an error. And now a timeout from Coach Andy Reid. The Mexican fans are the loudest right now. Their team leads 22-20. With this timeout, you're watching live coverage of the NORCECA U19 Boys Continental Championships from Simon Fraser University in Burnaby, British Columbia, Canada. The winner of this match will face the hosts tomorrow afternoon. The loser of this game will play Costa Rica for third place. Now, all four of these teams, Canada, Costa Rica, the United States, and Mexico, have qualified for next year's World Championships. The site is still undetermined as of right now, so these boys don't really know which amazing place they'll be heading to next year. Right now, having clinched their spots, their goal, of course, is to win this championship. These two teams still with a great opportunity. Gonzalez, Coppage with the reception. Set out to Crestfield, and he knocks the ball down for a big kill. So Kraftsov with the opportunity to tie the game here. He is going to serve for the USA. Cruz with the set, the middle attack from Amperan. The USA sends the ball over. Cruz this time for Romero, the two-handed touch off the blocks. Great play there by Mexico. Within two of the set, and I think the USA coaching staff trying to convince the officials that it wasn't a legal play there, but we will see whether that will convince the officials. Mexico got here by finishing second in their group. They defeated Costa Rica in 3 sets. Barbados in 3 sets, but lost to Canada in a tough 5-set contest a couple of days ago. Then they had to beat Puerto Rico 3-0 in the quarterfinal. Francisco Marino had 36 points for Mexico against Canada as that ball goes in the net. Francisco Romero, I should say. Over bump, and it's going to be Horniak with the easy kill. And that ties the set at 23 points apiece. Now Mexico will look to regroup. Thank you once again for joining us on live coverage of the NORCECA U19 Boys Continental Championships on CBC Sports and YouTube, Volleyball Canada channel. My name is Wilson Wong, bringing you commentary for the next 2 days. Of course, if you were listening earlier in this tournament, you heard the great work of Tim James, so we want to thank him for all the time that he put in. And the production crew is headed by Mike Parolini in the cage down below here at the Simon Fraser University. West Gym SFU is so very proud to host this tournament and very excited to be able to bring all these amazing athletes to the top of Burnaby Mountain. Crestfield with the serve. That is going to be an ace right on the line. And the USA with a huge swing of momentum right when they needed it. 24-23 for the USA. Timeout Mexico. As we see on the replay here. Oh, the ball more than in front of the line there, more than on the line. So with that, the USA, which is trailed for most of this second set, jumps ahead by 1 and will have set point coming out of this break. Crestfield with the opportunity to steal this set for his team. Cruz on the near side, Romero off the blocks. It's going to be a block error on the USA, a player on the net. Mexico ties this set at 24. Cruz with the serve, Crestfield with the reception, Horniak with the kill. Putting the pressure back on the Mexican team, and Benebrook back on the floor. Amani now with a chance to end this set. Cruz with the set, Romero says no, we are going to continue. We have 25 points each. Romero now with the toss, the serve. Horniak, Coppage with the bump set to Horniak. To the back of the court, but saved by Romero. Now two-handed touch by Gonzalez. Wallen to Horniak again. Another dig by Mexico. Gonzalez off the block. It was either block or off the net. I believe it was the USA getting contact there. So once again, the team in blue, a chance to take this set. Acosta out to Preciado. It is out. Mexico loses a heartbreaker in set 2. 27-25. Trying to hit over the block or around the block, but it was too much for Team Mexico, and they are now down 2-0. We will take a short break. We will need a breather after that exciting second set. You're watching live coverage of the NORCECA U19 Boys Continental Championships from the West Gym at Simon Fraser University in Burnaby, British Columbia, Canada. Stay tuned for set 3. Welcome back for set 3 here in the second semifinal of the NORCECA U19 Boys Continental Championships. You're watching live action from the West Gym at Simon Fraser University in Burnaby, British Columbia, Canada. My name is Wilson Wong. Thank you for joining us, no matter where you are watching from. Of course, we've got several options here to watch, including on CBC Sports and on YouTube. Thank you again for spending some time with us. We've had some great volleyball action here all week, and of course, no different today. USA stealing that second set and hoping to close it out in 3, which would certainly be helpful as they prepare for possible matchup in the championship against Canada. USA trailed for most of that second set, but somehow won it 27-25. Your leaders in this one, Horniak with 17 points for the USA, Crestfield with 8, 1 block each, Romero with 11 points all on attacks. And Preciado has 6 attacks and 1 block point. The USA holding the advantage at the net 5 blocks to 1, which is something you probably expect considering the great height advantage that they have. But Mexico, very, very scrappy, doesn't give up on plays, and has definitely won over lots of volleyball fans here this week with their style of play. Here they are on offense as Romero gets the first kill of the third set. Kraftsov on the receiving end of that play. Now Cruz towards the sideline. Crestfield, Wallen, back set, Kraftsov. He returns the favor with a kill for the USA. Amani. Dug up by Romero. Quick set for the middle of Mexico, and it's a point for Ramirez. And I see his dad in the crowd with a sign that says, "That's my son, number 7. Horniak takes that serve, and Benebrook completes the play with a kill. The assist going to Wallen. Now Wallen on the serve. He will float that one just a bit too far. And we have the Mexican team up 3-2. Early in this third set, one that Mexico has to win to continue this match and has to win to have a chance to make tomorrow's final. Ramirez, and he will drop that one into the net. 3-all early in set 3, and Romero will go back to the bench. Acosta back at libero as the USA will put up a service error. Looks like the errors are now 11-5 on serve. USA with more than double the number of errors. Cruz into the air. Romero. Armendariz off the blocks. Coppage diving, but he can't save the ball. Mexico in front, 5-3. Preciado, Mexico's number 10. Looking in front of him. Here's the toss, here's the serve. Crestfield bump off the net. Gets a set back, and he finishes the play with a kill. Not the best first touch, but ends up in a point for the USA. Benebrook, Acosta, Cruz, Armendariz lobs the ball over. Wallen, Horniak, saved at the back by Romero. Preciado rolls the ball over. Wallen, and then now a bump over by Kravtsov, out of bounds. (6-4) for Mexico. Armendariz getting set to get play underway again. Crestfield, Wallen, back to Crestfield. That is a close play at the net, and he is able to knock the kill down. 6-5, USA trails by 1. And the first few points of this third set, very much like most of the second set, as Kravtsov with a hard serve, Acosta with a nice reception. Romero off the blocks, and USA can't get to the ball that falls to the floor. Slight edge to Mexico right now, 7-5. Amperan with the serve, and he fires that one long. Crestfield. Off the top of the net, Romero with the bump. And it's going to be USA digging that ball up, setting up Horniak. Romero now off the blocks. Crestfield with the dig. Wallen across. Horniak stepping back, and he is able to get that ball down. And there's no way for Romero to save it. 7-7. Crestfield. Romero into the block, and it's going to be Wallen and Amani getting credit for that play. One that puts the USA up 8-7. And Crestfield will serve once again for the team in Navy. Armendariz over bump, party ball for Amani, and he makes no mistake on the touch. 9-7 USA, timeout Mexico. You're watching set 3 of the second semifinal here at the U19 NORCECA Boys Continental Championships. Proudly hosted this week by Simon Fraser University in Burnaby. And we hope for those of you watching locally here in the Burnaby, Vancouver area that you can get tickets for tomorrow's final games. Championship will be played tomorrow afternoon, and we hope you can join us in person, because it has been really fun to watch these games with your own eyes here at SFU. And certainly the interaction with the fans in person has been amazing as well. Cruz over to Romero, another block for the USA. Horniak, Wallen, Amani all helping with that point, and the USA looking to take control here. Up 10-7. Crestfield serving again. Cruz, a short set, and Armendariz leaning forward is turned away at the net again. Horniak and Amani. And that's 8 blocks to 1 for the USA, now asserting their dominance at the net. Preciado back set by Cruz. Romero with the attack. And the USA can't save it as one of the line judges falls into the USA bench. But it will be Mexico point, much needed for the Mexican team. Cruz Horniak into the air. Coppage with the bump set. Back to Horniak. Off the blocks. Pancake saved by Cruz. Preciado with the kill. Big play there was defensively by Cruz on that dig, and then Preciado converts the play. Cruz. Horniak with a bump set. Wallen back to Horniak, and that is off the touch. Point for the USA. Amani, number 14 in your program, looks to deliver the serve. Romero, Cruz, Armendariz off the blocks. Amani with the dig. Wallen, Horniak off the blocks. It goes back over to the U.S. side, and it's Wallen finishing that play. (13-9), the USA with a 4-point lead on Team Mexico. Romero, Acosta, Romero, Armendariz, Cruz, Romero again. He can't, just out. He couldn't find the back of the court. And Mexico, seeing the lead widen for the USA, has to call a timeout. 14-9, the American team in front now. The USA fans a little bit happier than the Mexican fans. Leading point getters so far in this one, Horniak with 20 points on 16 attacks. And also he's got 2 blocks as well. Romero with 14 points for the Mexican squad. And 44 kills and for the USA, 29 for Mexico. So pretty big advantage there for the USA so far. But Mexico getting one back on that play. That will allow Romero to serve. Coppage with the reception. Wallen back to Kraftsov. Cruz with the set, and it's going to be a violation on Team Mexico. Wallen with the ball. Acosta, Cruz, Preciado has room, but Coppage dug the ball up, but it will be Mexico point. Looks like it was a player on the net. Should still give credit to Coppage. That was a big dig there. There he is again, starting to play for the U.S. Kraftsov hits that ball cross court and long. Serve into play now. Mexico trying to defend. It's Preciado rolling the ball over. Coppage with the dig. Wallen for Crestfield. Now Mexico on the attack. Armendariz saved by Coppage. Wallen to Horniak. Past the blocks and down on the floor for another American point. Horniak That is going to be out. Mexico sticking around here, needing to win this third set to continue this match. Otherwise, they will fall into the third place contest tomorrow against Costa Rica. And in that match, Costa Rica, in the the group match that they played earlier this tournament, Mexico won in 3 sets pretty easily. Horniak off the blocks. Rodriguez, Romero, Armendariz, Coppage, Wallen with the set. Crestfield rolls the ball just in front of the end line. (17-13) USA. Bennebrook looking to increase that advantage. With the serve, Romero, Rodriguez, Armendariz, and Bennebrook couldn't handle that ball. Ramirez spells off Acosta. Amparan. And the play just hesitant there as so the horn went off during play, and then as the second official went over the table, the call was out of rotation for Mexico. That's a big point there for the USA, as it now makes it 18-14, and they will get the serve here with Horniak. Pardon me, that's Thistlethwaite. Ball set outside to Romero, and he is again blocked. And that time on the far side, it was both Wallen and Amani up. 19-14, USA can really see the finish line here, and they want to complete this match in 3. Acosta taking that serve. And second opportunity here for Romero. Wallen now with the set. Amani from the middle. Another kill for the USA. Thistlethwaite, Acosta on the serve receive. Velez with the attack, goes off the blocks, and it falls harmlessly out of play. 20-15, Mexico looking to start a run here that will keep them in this match. Amparan. Out the back. USA and Mexico trading points. 21-15 now. Back in front by 6 are the Americans. Crestfield into the net. Let's see what Mexico can do to take advantage. Cruz back on the floor. And now Preciado will come back into the game as well. Serve on the way from Cruz. Right at the back is Coppage. Horniak, big spike, but now Preciado with the attack. Thistlethwaite with the dig. Preciado again off the blocks. Horniak and Amani there in time, but just couldn't get the right contact. Cruz. Horniak with the set and gets the ball back and the kill. Play back underway. Ball set up for Preciado, but Thistlethwaite with the dig. Now Horniak. Saved by Armendariz. Romero off the top of the blocks. And it will be a point for Mexico. (22-18). The Mexican fans not getting any quieter, despite the fact that the USA is just 3 points away from victory. Coppage, over bump, joust at the net. Cruz, Preciado, down for the kill. Not done yet. Romero will continue on serve for Mexico. Andy Reid says we will take the timeout and regroup and reset and hopefully come out with the streak of points that will finish this one. 22-19, the USA in front. Mexico trying to close the gap and take this third set. You're watching live coverage of the NORCECA U19 Boys Continental Championships. And for those of you who want to also follow online, we encourage you to check out NORCECA_info on Instagram and Twitter. And Volleyball Canada, the team hosting this event, you can catch on Volleyball Canada, all one word, on Instagram and Facebook. On Twitter, it is VBall Canada. Thank you for joining us here on CBC Sports and YouTube. My name is Wilson Wong. Romero back in play for Mexico. Coppage with the dig. Wallen. Horniak off the top of the blocks. Over on the American side. It will stay as the USA called for 2 touches. It's a 22-20 game. Romero. Crestfield. Horniak. Blocked. The triple block for Mexico brings the team within 1. So the front row, another timeout, the front row for Mexico. Ramirez, Preciado, and Armendariz getting the block. Mexico down by just 1 now. And the fans hoping to push them through and over the top. 22-21, they trail by 1. Mexico fans doing its best. They're loud and cheering. And I think, well, some of the neutral fans probably want to see just more exciting volleyball. Hoping maybe for a 4th set here as Romero finds Coppage with that serve. And it's going to be a point for the Americans on that overbump. It's called a lift on the Mexico contact. Ooh, that is not a popular call with the fans here. Wallen will go long with the serve. Well, big sequence here for Ramirez of Mexico. His team down 22-23. Wallen to Horniak. No mistake there, Horniak with the kill. 24-22. Match point for the USA, and guess what? It is number 16, with a chance to end it here on the serve. This could be the point that sends them to the championship. Not quite. Horniak into the net. 24-23. Mexico down by 1. Now Preciado has a chance to make a difference. Still match point though. Preciado. Coppage with the receive. Horniak ends it. Pardon me, that's Thistlethwaite. Ends the match. And the USA escapes 25-23 in this set. So 2 very close sets for the Americans as they win in a sweep over Mexico. 25-17, 27-25, and 25-23. The back set for Thistlethwaite concludes this one as Mexico played well and fought hard, but just didn't have enough to take a set here off the USA, and that will set up the championship final between Canada and the Americans. But first, we will start the day at 10 a.m. with the 7th, 8th place match between the Dominican Republic and Barbados, then followed by the 5th, 6th place match between Panama and Mexico. Pardon me, I've got myself confused here. It is I'm just trying to figure that out here. It is figure that out. 3rd place game will be Mexico and Costa Rica, and the championship will be the USA and Canada. Pardon me, it's been a long day. It's been 4 games here at the West Gym, but it will be Puerto Rico and Panama in the 5th, 6th place game. So it doesn't really matter, because no matter what teams you're watching tomorrow, it will be pretty fun volleyball. But it will be the United States and Canada playing for the championship here at the NORCECA U19 Continental Championships. Some final stats before we go. 50 kills to 36 for the USA, 9 blocks to 3 for the USA, and 3 aces to 1 for the Americans. Horniak with 23 points to lead all players. Romero had 16 to lead Mexico. And with that, we're going to say farewell for tonight here at the West Gym. Once again, USA sweeps Mexico 25-17, 27-25, and 25-23. I'm Wilson Wong. We hope you can join us and have a great chat tomorrow here on CBC Sports and the Volleyball Canada YouTube. Have a wonderful night.